Roselle hibiscus subderiva as an additive to moist cake will be presented to you by yours truly, Therese John Kainglet, as the leader of the group, the assistant leader, Rosh Daniel Ferrer, as well as Jerome Caboguason, Luigi John P. Dayot, Kilrain Royce Gillian, Jo Marie Habonete, and Kyrene Era Macapagal as our research project in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the subject research report. We will discuss to you the 5 chapters, such as the introduction, review of related literature, methodology, results and discussions, summary, conclusions, and recommendations.
Cake is one of the most famous desserts all around the world, especially in the Philippines. It is commonly seen in the Filipino occasions like birthdays and weddings that signifies connection and symbol of one another. Moist cakes are damp and a little wet than the other cakes. Most moist cakes, like chocolate moist cakes, have non-healthy ingredients which have high sugar levels. A lot of people like to eat cakes, but they cannot eat too much because it gives them an unhealthy body that leads to obesity and diabetes. In the Philippines, Roselle is one of the most common additives used in almost every food recipe, especially here in Panay. Roselle, also called labog and hiligaynon, is rich in vitamins and minerals like vitamin A and vitamin C. That is why it is called the powerhouse of vitamins. The cell plant usually grows in a tropical region like the Philippines. The main objective of the study is to determine the most preferred concentration extract proportion of Roselle hibiscus subderiva as an additive to moist cake. The specific objectives are: first, to make moist cakes with different concentrations of Roselle leaves in flowers extract as an additive. Second, to determine the taste, aroma, appearance, and texture of moist cakes made with different concentration proportions of Roselle leaves and flowers extracts. Third, to find out whether there is no significant difference in the taste, aroma, appearance, and texture, and treatment A, B, C, and D. Fourth, to determine which concentration extracts of Roselle as an additive to the moist is prepared by the experts, children, adults, and the overall respondents.
Review of related literature. Cake is a symbol of delight and celebration that is part of history and culture. However, it is high in calories with fats and sugar. It also lacks nutrients according to Wilson in a study entitled Healthy or Harmful? It's a piece of cake. In Myler's study, Health Benefits of Eating Cake, states that adding vegetables and fruits to cake is possible and beneficial for it will make the cake healthier. According to Teremoro's study entitled Banana Musa Acuminata Flour as an additive ingredient for chiffon cake that was conducted to determine the acceptability of chiffon cake with different amounts of banana flours as an additive ingredient in terms of taste, aroma, and appearance. The results showed that the treatment without the banana flour additive was the most preferred. Ortega and Beltran conducted a study on Roselle's catalyst as an alternative to the food and beverage industries. It has appeared that the ingestion of mixture of Roselle may aid decrease chronic illnesses such as diabetes and hypertension. Rajasekar et al. In their research study entitled Physico-Chemical Characteristics of Juice Extracted by Blender and Mechanical Press from Pomegranate Cultivars Grown in Georgia, Blender was significantly effective than chemical press juice for extraction method. And lastly, Edna also recommended that the blender is the best device that can give the user the best juice results and be beneficial for their overall health. Blending makes it possible for someone to receive all the nutrients from the specific ingredients.
Methodology. Our treatments are treatment A with a 75% concentration of roselle extract and 25% water, treatment B with the 50% concentration of roselle extract and 50% water, treatment C with a 25% roselle extract with 75% water, and lastly, treatment D, which is the control variable that has no roselle extract. We came up with this idea that we would extract the roselle leaves and flower through blending because according to Edna's and Rahasekar studies, blending of the fresh roselle extract makes it possible for someone to receive all the nutrients of the roselle. We also decided that the additive treatments are in concentration ratio of water and roselle because just like the vanilla, it is only additive. In the concentration A with the 75 ml of roselle extract is mixed with the 25 ml water. Concentration B with the 50 ml roselle extract mixed with 50 ml water, and last, concentration C with 25 ml roselle extract mixed with 75 ml water. This is how we arranged the roselle extract with different concentration ratios.
The procedures were: first, gathering of roselle leaves and flowers. Each researcher gathered 10 grams of roselle leaves and flowers at their own barangays. Second, extracting of roselle leaves and flowers. The collected roselle leaves and flowers were extracted using a blender to produce the pure roselle juice extract. The juice extract was filtered using a filter paper to separate the extract and roselle solid particles. Third, cake making. The all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt were mixed in a separate bowl. Then, whole eggs, water, and roselle extract were combined in a separate bowl. The egg whites, cream of tartar, vanilla, and the sour cream were also mixed in a separate bowl. The three separated bowls were mixed in a one big bowl using an electric mixer. The mixed ingredients were poured into a greased baking pan lined with parchment paper and baked in a 12 trays capacity oven with a temperature of 250 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. The same process was applied in a different sample proportions. To evaluate the cakes, 45 respondents composed of 5 experts, 20 children, and 20 adults were chosen to determine the taste, texture, aroma, and appearance of the cake experiment. First, they were given a consent form to sign for ethical considerations. They were asked to rate the result cake in different proportions using an evaluation sheet or scorecard.
Results and discussions. The researchers used frequency counts, mean, percentage, ANOVA, or the analysis of variance, and ANOVA SCAFS test in analyzing data collected. The statistical package for social science research, or the SPSS, was used for the computation of the results. Based on objective 1, we made moist cake with different concentration of roselle leaves and flowers extract as an additive. The pictures show the preparation of ingredients, mixing and baking of cakes, and the finished product, roselle cake. Based on objective 2, we determined the taste, aroma, appearance, and texture of moist cakes made with different concentration proportion of roselle leaves and flowers extracts. It was shown in the results that in terms of taste, children, adults, and experts and the overall respondents most the treatment C, which has 25% roselle, while in terms of aroma, treatment C 25% roselle has the highest mean and was most liked by the children, adults, and the overall respondents, and treatment 8 with 75% roselle was most liked by the experts. Then the most preferred treatment by the children, adults, experts, and the overall respondents in terms of appearance was the treatment C. And finally, for the texture, treatment C has the highest mean among all the treatments and therefore the most preferred treatment by the adults and the overall respondents. while children liked most the treatment B without Russell in terms of texture. Based on Objective 3, and the NOVA results of our paper show that there is a significant difference in the treatment A, which has 75% Russell, and treatment C, 25% Russell for the overall respondents. However, there is no significant difference in the taste between all treatments under children, adults, and experts, and there is also no significant difference in the aroma, appearance, and texture between all treatments under the children, adults, experts, and the overall respondents. Based on Objective 4, it can be seen in the results manifested that the children, adults, experts, and the overall respondents' most preferred concentration proportion of the extract of Russell hibiscus subderiva plant as an additive to the moist cake is treatment C, which has 25 Russell extract, 75% water.
Summary, conclusions, recommendations. Summary of findings. The moist cakes made with different concentration of Russell leaves and flowers are slightly different in each other in terms of taste, aroma, appearance, and texture, if described. Second, in terms of taste, children, adults, experts, and the overall respondents like most the treatment C, which has 25% Russell, while in terms of aroma, treatment C, which has 25% Russell, has the highest mean and was most liked by the children, adults, and the overall respondents, and treatment A, 75% Russell, was most liked by the experts. Then, the most preferred treatment by the children, adults, experts, and the overall respondents in terms of appearance was the treatment C. And finally, for the texture, treatment C has the highest mean among the treatments and therefore the most preferred treatment by the adults and the overall respondents, while children liked most the treatment D without Russell in terms of texture. Third, there is a significant difference in the taste of treatment A, which has 75% Russell, and treatment C, which have 25% Russell, for the overall respondents. Fourth, the results manifested that the most preferred concentration and proportion of the extract as an additive is treatment C.
Conclusions. Based on the findings of the study, the following conclusions are presented. Rosal with different rosal concentration extracts as an additive are possible to bake, but have slight differences with each others if described. Treatment C, 25% rosal, is the most liked treatment and has the highest mean between treatments, followed by treatment A with 75% rosal. Rosal moist cake with 25% rosal extract and 75% water concentration proportion is significantly different with Rosal moist cake with 75% rosal extract and 25% water concentration proportion in terms of taste based on the overall respondents. And lastly, the most preferred concentration proportion of the extract of Rosal hibiscus subderiva plant as an additive to the moist cake is treatment C, with 25% Rosal extract and 75% water. Recommendations. Based on the findings and conclusions, the researchers recommend to use Rosal hibiscus subderiva plant extract as an additive for the moist cake, in which treatment C as the most preferred treatment for the Rosal extract. To use Rosal plant as a healthier and more delicious additive or main ingredient for other food and beverage. Cake and pastry producers to look for healthier plants to use as an additive in their products, which will help them increase sales. To plant more rosal plants because they are high in nutrients and vitamins and are easy to pick in their own backyards. To use the researchers as significant literature in the conduct of similar experiments. Thank you very much, and we are now ready for your questions, suggestions, and recommendations.